welcome to my first sew along. I am so excited to be doing this. I am going to be going over this little sweet number. It is a Children's Corner CC Jamie. I love CC Jamie. It's one of my favorite patterns. It's a great bang for your buck because you get so many views. So for this sew along, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover a couple techniques. One of them is hem stitching. We're going to be hem stitching around, it's kind of like an applique, kind of not, I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's like a removal of your base fabric to show some underneath stuff. But so if you're interested in doing that technique, the materials that you're going to need to have are Madeira 80 weight thread, or you could use our Oralfill, is that how you say it? Some finer weight thread. Whatever brand you want, go for it. I use Madeira 80 weight thread, although I have my first spool of I've been using my first spool of Oralfill thread, and it is delicious. Anyway, so then you're going to need a size 90 needle. That's what I used. If you want to use a size 100 or whatever for those little holes, go for it. I like 90 for babies. It's just a nice little size. And I prefer to use a microtech needle, but a top stitching needle will work as well. I didn't have a microtech in a size 90 offhand. I've gone through all of mine, so I just use a top stitch one. I'm cautious lately of using wing needles because I've heard that they actually cut your fibers, so I've kind of been steering clear of those. And then you're going to need to have some stitch in the ditch if you want to do the hem stitching. So those are the materials for hem stitching. Another technique on this thing is corded pintuck, and if you want to do the corded pintucks, then you're going to need to have some sort of cording. I use size 8 corded pintuck. I can't even talk. I use size 8 cording. I also used a twin needle that was a 2mm in spacing and a size 75 in those needles, and then 2 of the same threads since you're using a twin needle. Now you could get the same spool and then just wind 2 bobbins, use 1 bobbin in the top, for that extra needle, and then use 1 bobbin where the bobbin traditionally goes. Like I said, I used Children's Corner Jamie, so you're going to need to get that. If you want to do that bubble, you could use another bubble. If you already have a bubble that you like, go for it. And then the materials that I used are, Satin Batiste is one of my favorites. Satin Batiste for me is a great, it's a wonderful, yummy fabric, and it has a nice shine, it's like a sheen, it's not gonna, it's the shine that you want. It's not like the in your face, so I like to call it a sheen. But it's yummy. It's one of my favorite fabrics, Satin Batiste. So this is blue, and then I have Organza, and Organza is, like I mentioned, we're doing that little sort of applique thing, I'm not really sure what to call. Organza is my behind the fabric. Now you could do, if you have a scrap piece of Liberty or London or something, this would be a great chance to use some Liberty because it is a bit more pricey, so that's a great, way to incorporate some Liberty or London without breaking the bank. Or you could go with Organza like I did, whatever, it's sewing, you do you. But you're going to need some Organza if you want to do that technique. And then I used some lace tape. Lace tape I have loved for a long time. I did a dress way before Audrey was around. It's been like 5 years or something with lace tape, and I really should use it more often. I sort of forget about it, but it's so great because it's inexpensive, but it's still really yummy. And then I've got 2 kinds of French lace, and both of these are on the kind of on the more affordable side. They're not that mullein lace. I mispronounce everything, good lord. But it's more on the affordable side. Of course, you can skip the lace if you don't want to do the lace, but I will have everything linked down below. So as far as, and you also, the last piece of materials you're going to need are some elastic for the casing, for the leg casing. And then you're going to need to have some sort of closures for the back of the garment, whether that's snaps, buttons, or a combination of the two. And then snaps for the crotch. And I really like snaps that are snaps for the crotch. They're just so nice for diaper changes. And just the longevity of the outfit. So those are the materials. I will have everything linked down below. Hopefully that's, you know, convenient for everyone. If you have any questions about it, of course, let me know. Now, something that I have a question about is the release schedule. At this point, I have every single video. There's like, I think 10, if I'm not mistaken, videos for this series, and I have them all edited and ready to go. I can release them. I was planning to release them one at a time, and then the whole COVID-19 thing happened, and everyone's at home right now with a little bit more time on their hands, I think. So I could release 2 at a time, like 2 per week. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will just kind of get a general consensus from what everyone's saying. Yeah, I'm really excited to have you here. So if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. And as always, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope to catch y'all next time.